everyone, so today I wanted to do a video talking about Coachella and everything that's gone on, kind of my thoughts on it, I guess a little bit of the tea and what my experience was basically like. As you guys know, I did just get home, so I feel like I'm a little bit sick still. It was a really incredible weekend, and thank you so much for all the love on my outfits. I did try to keep you guys up to date with my day 1 look, as well as my day 2 look, my day 3 look, and then a little bonus look as well. It definitely was really fun to see how everyone dressed and the different styles and stuff. I tried to switch mine up from my Dolls Kill look that was a little bit more like raver to my last day look that was really bohemian and flowy and pretty, and then of course my other looks that just kind of were something in between. And a lot of the items that I actually did show in my festival kind of getting ready video ended up making a little appearance on my Instagram stories and in my pictures as well. So if you did watch that video, you guys got a little sneak peek into my looks. I'm still deciding if I'm going to be going to Stagecoach, but trust me, if I am, I definitely have some great looks for that because I love to dress a little bit country, and especially kind of for festival season, I think that's definitely up my alley. But like I said, the looks for Coachella were really next level for everyone else, and I think everyone looked really great. I've been enjoying watching all the videos, kind of hearing the critiques of the fashion and stuff, and it definitely was something where it was a lot about the fashion, but at the same time there were a lot of people that were just there to enjoy the festival and have fun and didn't really care about that, and I feel like I kind of fit somewhere in the middle. I of course tried hard in my outfits, but I definitely was not as out there as some people were, or maybe as I could have been, but I felt comfortable and I felt good, and I also felt like I had a good variety of different looks. I kind of like to channel different kind of ideas and themes and stuff. So again, I just want to say a big thank you to those of you who were so sweet to me, sending me DMs, replying on my pictures. It's really cool to connect with you guys and to be, you know, talking about some sort of event and then have it come and kind of get the feedback on what I'm wearing, what I'm doing, who I'm with, all that kind of stuff. It was absolutely incredible to be able to meet a lot of you at the festival as well, and then just connect with some old time YouTube friends that I've been watching for forever. Really warmed my heart, and the group of girls that I was with were absolutely incredible, and I think they definitely made the whole experience for me what it was. That's definitely not lost on me to know that I had a great group of girls that I was with and that I was really happy to be in participation with through that first Coachella experience. And on the topic of Coachella, I did want to answer some questions that I have. So the first one is, do you believe in fate? Now this ties back to Coachella because honestly, I was not planning to go until I was invited very last minute. I was really excited to go and partner with some really cool brands and do some work while I was there, not only getting to enjoy the festival, but meeting some girls and working on some really cool projects that are coming up in the near future. So I definitely think that was some sort of fate. I've had a very big interest in possibly moving to LA for a bit of time, spending some time out there doing some work and just kind of achieving some of my goals that I've had for a really long time. So the whole Coachella trip had a lot more to it to me than just going to the festival. It really was deeply rooted in me deciding if I would, you know, potentially like to live out in LA and if I could do that and if I felt like I vibed with the people. And so I definitely did. I also did lose my Louis Vuitton headscarf, which was such a bummer. That was one of my favorite additions to my outfits, but later on in the festival, I actually lost it on Friday night. I took it off of my head and I tied it onto my purse, and by the end of the night it was gone, so I'm not really sure what happened about that. But on the last night of the festival, you know, you gotta think of, there's like over 100,000 people there. It's crazy, it's so crowded, there's so many different outfits, people come at all different times of the day. Some people don't even go to the festival, they just go to all the parties. So what are the odds that on the very last day of the festival, in the crowds, I see someone wearing my same scarf? And it was a man, and I did not say anything to him, but it was a very special scarf, I felt like. That's why I chose it, that's why I found it on the pre-loved market, and I don't know, it definitely kind of upset me a little bit, but at the same time, it gave me this weird feeling of just knowing that somehow things were going to work out for me and things would be okay. And I definitely have to say, without getting too far into it, I definitely have learned a lot about myself from just attending that festival, and I think that's really funny and silly to say, but at the same time, I just feel so grounded and motivated and ready for my life and like really excited to take on some new challenges and some new different ideas. And I feel like it kind of made me realize that something was not lost by me being there. You know, kind of figuratively, I lost my scarf, but I found myself in a way, which I know is so cheesy, but it's definitely how I feel, and I do believe in fate because for the rest of the weekend, there were many different things that I think come down to fate and serendipity and chance, and kind of in the whole idea that life somehow works its way out the way it's supposed to. Now, as far as anything negative happening at Coachella, like I said, everyone that I was with was really nice, really level-headed and down to earth, which is really important to me. I don't have a very high tolerance for fake people, and I mean, I don't know, I feel like if people are being fake, I would kind of just ignore that and kind of try to look past it and not let it bring my spirits down. But I did get my period, which was something that I was expecting, but at the same time, I was kind of hoping it would, you know, happen after the festival. Thankfully, it did happen on Sunday, which was also the day that I was going to be wearing a white dress. So this kind of perfectly fits in that this video is sponsored by Lola. I've teamed up with them to be able to give you guys 40% off all subscriptions when you go to mylola.com and enter the code MeganParkin40. Now, Lola is an incredible company that makes feminine care products from 100% organic cotton. Now, something very interesting to note is that the FDA does not require tampon companies to actually disclose what's actually going into their tampons, so most of them do not publish a really comprehensive list of all the ingredients, and the fact of that is really terrifying, not knowing what you're actually putting in your body, and you know, as women, kind of taking our control back, making sure that our health is something in the forefront, and just being knowledgeable about what kind of tampons you're using, panty liners, pads, wipes, all that kind of stuff, I think is something we definitely should put a little bit more focus on, and with Lola you can do that. The fact that Lola is completely transparent about what's in their products and also giving you kind of that ease of having a subscription, I think makes your time of the month a little bit simpler, and as women, why wouldn't we want that? What I really love is that you can actually customize what's going to be in your subscription, so depending on your own specific needs to your period, if you need a tampon that's maybe more light or one that's more absorbent, or you want to throw in a panty liner or a pad, you can do that and just really make sure that it's custom to you and that's going to work for your own lifestyle and your body and your needs. And for me, that was really great. It was really important for me to have a tampon that had a lot of absorbent properties in it, I guess, not to be TMI or anything, but being out at a festival and having to use porta potties or just bathrooms outside and having long lines, you know, not wanting to miss certain shows and stuff, I wanted to make sure that I was protected, I wasn't going to have any leaks or anything, especially in a white dress. And the subscription to Lola is super flexible. At any time you can cancel, you can change, or you can skip, and you can also, again, customize everything that you're going to be getting in your box. I love that the box is not only personalized, but also very cute and discreet, so no one has to know that you're on your period as you have these out on your nightstand or in your bathroom, maybe if you live with roommates or you just want something a little bit more kind of private for that time of the month. This is definitely a great bet. Something that I've mentioned before is that I'm a huge fan of teaming up with companies that not only do good, but also provide good with your purchase. And for every purchase, Lola is going to donate feminine care products to homeless shelters around the US. And that to me is something that's very near and dear to my heart. I think it's incredibly heartbreaking that some women are not able to have access to those things that we need every single month as women. And the fact that they're going to go ahead and give back to people like that, I think is just amazing. And again, something that I think really kind of proves the company that they are and the reason that I was excited to work with them. And once again, for 40% off all subscriptions, go to mylola.com, enter code MeganParkin40 when you subscribe for 40% off all subscriptions on mylola.com. The next question I got via DM that I wanted to answer was about my ideas on moving to LA. Have those changed? What am I doing? What's kind of my plan for the next few months? Now, yes, definitely after Coachella, I feel like my thoughts have changed. I was really nervous to go, thinking that it honestly would give me kind of a bad taste of LA and, you know, be something where it really was a party scene, a lot of drugs, a lot of craziness going on, egos, fake people, all that kind of stuff. And while yes, that definitely is there, I think that it's all about the way that you kind of perceive it and take that in. You really have a choice to decide to let that kind of, you know, override your mind and become the way that you want to view a place and the people there, or you can decide that there are always going to be some bad people and you just have to work a little bit harder maybe in LA to kind of weed them out. And on the whole idea of moving there, I definitely have a lot of aspirations to be there, you know, just some goals that I want to accomplish that I think would be better out in LA. So in the next few weeks and months, you guys will definitely see me traveling a lot, being out there, staying for different extended periods of time, and then maybe eventually moving, which is crazy because if you've been following me for a long time, I've spoken about moving to LA for years and years and years. Always was kind of scared and a little bit worried about it, mainly because, and I've told all my friends and family this, that I just was worried about finding real, genuine people out there. For me, that's super important. I'm a little bit introverted and I'm very aware of the way that people act and the way that people's energy affects me and honestly can drain me in some ways when they're not super great, honest people. And I feel like the fact that I had such a good experience at Coachella and I was able to mesh with so many people and just kind of experience different mindsets and different viewpoints, but also really be inspired just by how, I guess, ambitious everyone is and how many goals people have. I think the fact that that all worked out that way gave me a lot of really great clarity clarity on the fact that I definitely think I could be out in LA and I could thrive out there. And it's something that I feel like if I don't do while I'm young, I definitely will look back on it and kind of regret it. So at this point, I'm optimistic about it and I'm looking forward to what the future does hold. And on that same topic, I got some more questions about dealing with fake people at Coachella, how I was able to get through it. Now, there were definitely also people that were like pretending they were there when they weren't. I would say the Instagram idea of Coachella, I think, is a lot worse than actually what it was. Everyone that I came in contact with the festival, for the most part, was very pleasant and just very polite and nice and just seemed like they were having a good time. For me also, when I'm in a situation like that, I like to drink, I like to be having fun, I like to be meeting new people and talking to people. And so I was like in a really good headspace and a mindset, and I was just really focused on enjoying myself. So I feel like at the end of the day, even when there were maybe fake people or people that were annoying or obnoxious or just, you know, trying to front or pose or, I don't know, kind of seem really egotistical, that's not what I allowed myself to kind of get wrapped up in. But definitely when I was younger, I could see how it could bother me and how it could really affect me negatively and even make me kind of second guess what I thought of myself or what I thought of my own plans or my own desires to be out in LA or even be at a festival like that. And I think a lot of it really does come down to how you feel within yourself. And when you have a really good core, solid vision of what you want and what's important to you, what other people do doesn't really affect you and shake you the way that it might do that if you don't kind of have those values down. And I think as I've gotten older, that's something that I've really kind of come to realize and really understand and also make sure that I'm putting into my life. The next question I got about Coachella was, so how was the music? Who were your favorite people that you were able to see? Okay, now guys, don't freak out on me. I'm not a big Ariana Grande fan, so I did not go see Ariana Grande. I was just like hanging out with friends and just enjoying the festival. But I did see Khalid, who was insane. I'm such a huge fan of him. I think he's so talented and he's so young, and I just love him. I love all of his songs. I think they're so interesting. They're very easy to connect to and relate to, and I just thought he did a phenomenal job. I also thought the 1975 was insanely incredible. I did get to see a bit of their set, and then I was also walking around and you could just hear it all over the grounds of Coachella, and it was amazing and I was so excited to experience that. Also, Weezer was great, of course, definitely a classic, and yeah, I think those would be my top three for sure. Like I said, don't get mad at me that I'm not the biggest Ariana Grande fan. I know so many people did really enjoy her and thought she did an amazing job, so no shade or hate on that at all, but those would be my top three people that I did see perform at Coachella. And the last question that I got is, why did my sisters not attend Coachella with me? How are they? So my sisters Molly and Mia are doing really well. They're super busy. Molly's about to graduate from college, and then Mia is about to go to prom, which is insane. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you probably remember my little sister Mia as like a little tiny kid. And yeah, now she's getting ready for prom. I'm helping her with her dress, to do her hair and makeup and everything. If you guys again have been kind of following my videos for a while, you probably remember like me showing myself getting ready for prom and stuff. That was definitely a video that I did. So it's really full circle for me to now be helping my little baby sister get ready for prom, but I'll definitely be posting some photos on Instagram and Twitter if you guys want to keep up with me there. That is the best place to always kind of be in the know on my life and what's going on. And yeah, a lot of things have just been changing and going on, so if you want to make sure that you're up to date, definitely follow me on there. Again, make sure to check out mylola.com for some incredible subscriptions to tampons, liners, pads, and every feminine product that you guys will need. And again, thank you for all of the love. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye! So that's it for today's video. Again, make sure to check out mylola.com for all of your feminine care needs, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!